Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on my channel again. Today I'm just going to show you how you can build some embellishments by using some of your scrap papers and different things you might already have. These are just some hearts that I went ahead and cut out using my Sizzix, and I just grabbed some scrap papers that I've had laying around. I like to keep all my scraps. I just really hate throwing them out because I like a lot of the patterns, but if you don't use them, it really doesn't do you any good anyway. So I'm just showing you that it's really easy and simple to make some embellishments that you can use on cards or scrapbook pages or planners or anything you might want. So as you may have seen there, I just took some of my papers and I cut them out to fit over these hearts. I just wanted the hearts and not the rest of the images on this die, so I just cut them to fit right over the hearts. So I cut out a number of the larger hearts and the smaller hearts, and just getting a good mix of those because I like a variation in the size. So I'm just cutting them off, trimming them down so they just fit on just the images that I want, and running them through my Sizzix. Now I'm taking my Xyron Creative Station. This is actually a tool that you can use to make stickers, or you can laminate. So I was going to go ahead and make some stickers out of these, but I didn't realize that I had the laminating cartridge in my Creative Station. So I went ahead and I laminated some of these hearts. But that's okay because I'll show you how you can kind of use that anyway, and maybe give you a few more ideas of what you can do with it. But I did want to mention that if you are running some of your smaller pieces through a bigger station like this, just try to get them as close as you can, line them up on the inside, and then run them through together, because that way you will save some of your laminating paper or sticker paper instead of running them through one at a time. So I have them laminated, and I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut them out. Now I'm just showing you that once you have your papers laminated, you can actually write on them with a Sharpie or other markers or anything, and then later on, even when it's dry, you can go back and wipe it off and write on it again. So that's a really great option if you're doing tags or labeling things and it's something you change frequently. So I just wanted to show you how that looked. Now I'm taking another one of those laminated hearts, and I'm going to make a tag out of it. And I'm going to take my crocodile and just punch a little hole in the center, and then I'll be adding an eyelet and a little bit of twine. So I'm grabbing my little jar of eyelets, and I just want to find one that coordinates. I did find a light pink one that I thought would be really cute, so I'm grabbing that, and I'm grabbing the back. And then you just want to place it inside of that hole that you punched, and then put the back on. And then you could put your crocodile back in there and squeeze it, and it will flatten those two pieces together. So that's kind of how the eyelets work. And I just really like using eyelets for tags and things because it just really reinforces that hole once you put your twine through or you tie it onto something. So I'm using a little bit of canvas cork twine here. Now I'm moving on. I'm going to be building some more embellishments, and I'm using a stamp set from Jelly Bean Soup. I believe this is their cucumber soup stamp set, and I'm using these three little flags up here. I thought they were really cute and that they would work well in a planner, which is what I'm making these embellishments for, but you can also use them on cards or anything else. So I'm grabbing my acrylic block, and I'm just kind of seeing trying to imagine what it might look like on that craft. And so I did go ahead and use that craft. Now I'm taking some of my Versamark ink, and I'm just going to stamp that on there. I plan on doing some embossing with gold, so I'm using my Versamark because it's just a really sticky ink and it works amazing for embossing. And I'm stamping this out 3 times because I want to get multiples of the same color. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss these 3 little flags in my gold embossing powder. Just pouring it on there, tapping off the excess, and then I'll go ahead with my heat tool and emboss that. Now, one tip that might help when you're embossing is if you get your heat tool to heat up before you bring it to the paper, it will emboss quicker because it's already hot, and it won't warp your paper as much as if you hold it on there longer. So you really just want to hold it on there for a few seconds, because the longer you hold it, the more chance of it warping. So I have those embossed, and I'm just kind of shaking it around, getting it to cool off. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp out the other flags. I'm going to do white and blue on these flags, so I'm going to get 3 different colors. So I have them all embossed, and the next step would just be to go ahead and cut them out. Now I have all my little pieces cut out, and I'm just kind of giving you a closer look at what they look like. Now I'm moving on. I'm taking some embossing powder and I'm running it over a piece of vellum. This powder bag just kind of cuts down on static cling so that when you pour on your embossing powder, it shouldn't stick other than where your ink is. So it gives you a cleaner embossing. I'm using some of them butterflies from the stamp set, and I'm going to emboss them in gold, and I'm going to emboss a few in white. And I'm doing it just the same way I did those tags. I'm stamping a few out, then I'll pour on my color and then emboss them, and then I'll go and stamp a few more and then use a different color. That way you don't risk getting your powders all mixed up. And I just really like the look of embossing on vellum. I just think it looks really nice, especially with these butterflies, because you can always kind of fluff up the wings with the vellum paper. I have all my butterflies stamped and embossed now, and I'm just going ahead and cutting them all out. And I'm just going to give you a closer look of what they look like with the gold and the white. I'm just putting them into my pile here of different little embellishments I've embossed. And I'm kind of showing you that tag, but I ended up not really using it anyway, so ignore that. But anyway, I'm going to take some of those pieces that I've cut and embossed, and I'm just going to start building them and putting them together for different embellishments. So I'm cutting little pieces of foam adhesive here. I just want to pop up that little hello. Now, I try not to use too much dimension in my planners. I feel like if you use too much, it kind of starts getting bulky, but once in a while, a little bit of foam adhesive here and there doesn't hurt. And I really like the foam adhesive. I like having a little bit of dimension. I just think it makes things interesting. I'm just trying to map out where I want that butterfly to go, and then I'm going to cut another little piece of foam just to adhere it down with. And you can always bend your wings back a little bit to kind of fluff them up and make your butterfly look like it's kind of in flight. So there's one really cute, simple little embellishment that you can stick in your planner. It really comes together pretty quickly once you have all the pieces prepared. And now I just want to show you another thing that you can do. I'm bringing in that laminated heart that I showed you earlier. And I'm just going to take a baby wipe and wipe off those words. So this pen is dry, but it comes off with a baby wipe. And if that baby wipe doesn't work for you, you can always use a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Those work really well for getting the permanent marker off a laminated surface. So I'm coming in and I'm taking some more of that foam adhesive and I'm going to use it to adhere that little flag that says today. And I really like the blue and the gold and the pink and the whites. I think those colors just really work well together. So I knew I wanted to put that little tag there, but I'm trying to see if I want a butterfly behind it. I think I decided that that butterfly looked a little too big, so I'm going to go with the medium size instead. And for this butterfly, I'm going to take a little bit of Tombow Mono Liquid Glue and just put a little bit of that on the back of the butterfly. Since this butterfly is going behind the tag, I didn't put any dimension on it. Just put a little bit of that glue and stuck it down. Now sometimes you can see your glue behind vellum, but I'm putting something over where the glue is, so I'm not worried about it showing through. And also the foam adhesive there on the side will help hold that butterfly down as the glue dries. So I have two of my hearts assembled, and I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to make another little embellishment. I'm just taking one of these gold flags here that I embossed earlier and just one of the smaller hearts, and all that I'm going to do to this is just put a staple in it. Just staple them together and it makes just a really cute fun tag that you can put in your planner. Now you could go ahead and put a butterfly on top of this one as well, but I decided I kind of liked that staple showing, so I just went with it. Didn't put a butterfly on that one. I did take this butterfly though and I put it on another one of these gold flags, and I did use a little bit of dimension for this one, just a tiny strip. And I'm going back and I'm peeling back some of that foam and just trimming it because it was a little bit too long for the butterfly. I didn't want it peeking out. And again, I'm just bending those wings back just to get them fluffed up a bit. So now I'm bringing in my planner and I just wanted to show you how some of these things look. Now I am showing you that I took a piece of my notepad paper and I laminated that too. This is really great if you have like to-do lists or grocery lists that you use over and over. You can write on there, and then once you're done with it, just wipe it off and write it again. And that way you get a little bit more use out of your notebook pages than if you just write on them and throw them away. Now laminating over those holes is not a problem because the holes are already there and you can see them. So all you need to do is take a hole puncher and just punch out those holes again, and it'll fit right back into your planner. Now I'm just taking some of my embellishments and putting them here and there on my planner, just kind of showing you how they might look. Now this is actually the week I am currently on, so I did go ahead and decorate a little bit early. I'm planning on being away visiting family, so I wanted to get this video done ahead of time. But I just really wanted to show you what these embellishments looked like, so I went with it. Just went ahead and did it. So the one I'm sticking down now is one I kind of did off camera, but it's kind of the same concept. You just have your little pieces and then you assemble them. And I'm just taking that little butterfly tag and just sticking it to my notebook paper there. So that's pretty much it with my embellishments. I did want to go back and kind of show you what I did with one of my little pockets here. I just did something really quick. I took one of the pockets, I put some sequins and beads and die cuts in it, and then I took some washi tape and just taped up the top. So it's kind of a really easy, quick way to make a little pocket shaker. And then you can always use it the regular way, putting in quotes or photos or whatever. But I thought it was really cute to make a little shaker. Now I'm just taking some more of my embellishments, and I didn't actually adhere them down, but I just wanted to kind of lay them out to give you an idea of what they might look like in your pages. There's a lot of different things you can do with them, so I'm kind of looking forward to building some more of my embellishments in the future. I just think they look really cute in my planner. And even some of those tags and butterflies that you didn't really do anything to, they still look really nice. You can use them in different ways. Just get creative. Lay them out in your page. So that's about it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye.